Okay, full screen. And mute. Oops, wait, no. Don't start video. I just meant to mute. Mute. What is going on? There we go. All right, guys. Someday I'll be faster at this. Maybe. Child's pose. Big toes. Hi. Big toes together, knees are apart. Walk your hands out and away from you. And on an exhale, soften down. Bring your awareness to the present moment, to the breath. Arrive. Be here right now with each breath, each sensation. Let's imagine that little bubble that we are in right now. Walk your hands in just enough to thread the right arm underneath. For thread the needle, forehead down or ear down, up to you. The right palm is up. Scan the body for tension. Begin to expand the body with the breath and longer exhales. Switch to the ear down if you aren't already. Left hand on top of the right. Press the left elbow almost straight, getting into the middle upper back. Release, press into the left hand, and we will switch. Walk the right arm forward, thread the left underneath, and relax down. Feel the belly expand as you relax it and fill with breath. And switch to the ear. And right hand on top of the left. Try to press the right elbow straight. Middle upper back. Keep the hips where they are as best as you can. And release. Let's press back to the center. You might bring your knees in a little bit so you can prop up onto your forearms. Your elbows, and walk them away from you a little bit. Each hand to the shoulder, stretching open the triceps. Tabletop. Tuck the toes, draw circles with the torso to the right, through up dog, left, and around. Feeling the weight in the hands. You might feel some adjusting on the knees as well. Let's go both directions. All right, tabletop 3, cat-cow. Untuck the toes. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Let these build. Start to press the tops of the feet down as you open up the front body. And long exhale. Round and scoop. Inhale. And exhale. Neutral spine. Tuck the toes. Hover the knees. Downward dog. Press up, press back. So sometimes I stretch the shoulders or the legs first. Right now we're kind of still arriving, so let's pedal it out. Roll out one wrist at a time. Pressing down the opposite heels. And then let's meet at the top of the mat. Ragdoll over both legs. Bend and straighten one knee, both knees at a time. Bring the toes and heels to touch and relax over the legs. Press to stand. Bring the palms to touch at heart center and make a recommitment to the present moment, to quality time for yourself. On an inhale, reach the arms wide and overhead. Look up, reach up. Long exhale, forward fold. Right foot back lunge. Feel a stretch in the back foot. Lower the hips down, strong back leg. Inhale, lower the right knee. Leave the toes tucked, shoulders back. Long exhale, try to press both legs straight. Might not happen right away. Lunge, keep the back knee lifted. Lunge twist, right hand down, left arm opens. Left hand down. Plank pose, step the left foot to meet the right. And press the mat away, flex the toes against the mat. Puff up slightly through the shoulders. Lower all the way down to the mat. Rest the forehead on your left hand and bring the right foot in for a quad stretch. Press the hips forward and down. Release, extend the right arm out, palm down, shoulder height, roll onto the right hip. Take a breath. Back to your stomach, rest the forehead on the right hand and bring the left foot in, quad stretch. Let that go. Extend the left arm out and roll onto your left hip. Take a breath. Back to your stomach. Locust. Tops of the feet are down, arms are out, airplane wings. Exhale almost all the air out. And on an inhale, lift your arms and your legs off the mat. Keep your expression calm. Use your middle upper back strength. Fingers are together. Hands flip up just a little bit. You'll feel it in the wrists and forearms. And release. Press up to tabletop. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Lift onto the toes, tuck the chin, excuse me, ripple through. Upward facing dog. Open up the neck at the end. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Lift onto the toes, place the nail bed side of one foot down and stretch the top of the foot. Rock a little bit side to side. And switch. Maybe try both. That's kind of a lot. Downward dog. Right foot steps forward for a lunge. Extend the back leg, lower the hips, but keep a right angle in the front knee, drawing the core as the hips start to open. Let's lower the left knee, shoulders draw back. Long exhale, try to press both legs straight, press through the back heel 2. Lunge, keep the back knee lifted. Lunge, twist, left hand down, right arm up. Right hand down, top of the mat, forward, fold, long exhale. You can keep the knee soft. You might feel a little bit more that way, actually. Round up to standing. Arms overhead, hold the left wrist with the right hand and pull up a light stretch to the right. And lift, hold the right hand, right wrist, and use arm strength as you reach up and lean slightly to the left. Back to center. Interlace the fingers, index finger out. Let's press a button on the ceiling for 3 breaths. Yeah, oh, good mosquitoes, come on. Breathe, reach. Lift out, forward, fold. Right foot back to a lunge. Lower the right knee. And let's sit back into a half split. Over the left leg, sit up tall. And lengthen out. Sole of the foot faces away from you. Lift up. Shift your weight forward. Tuck the right toes and lift the knee. We're in a lunge. Step onto the left foot, lift the right. Let's aim for fingertips about a foot in front of the standing leg and extend the right leg away from you, hip height, knee facing down. Forward fold over soft legs. Round up. Arms overhead, any arms up variation or a back bend. 3 breaths through the nose. Release out, forward fold. Left foot back, lunge. Lower the left knee. Untuck the toes, half split. Scoop back, sit back. And lengthen out over the right leg. Sole of the foot faces away from you. Someday you flex that foot so hard that the heel comes off the mat. Just, always something to look forward to. Lower the left knee. Bring the toe, half split. Scoot back, sit back. And lengthen out over the right leg. Sole of the foot faces away from you. Someday you flex that foot so hard that the heel comes off the mat. And sit up. Lunge. Weight forward, tuck the back foot, lift the knee, get yourself established, and then big step onto the right foot. Walk your hands forward so you find your balance. Fingertips, ideally. Long spine, strong lifted leg, just halfway. Come on, land so I can kill you. Forward fold over both legs at the top of your mat. Press to stand. Arms overhead. 3 breaths. Lift out, forward fold. Soften the knees and round up to standing. Inhale, reach your arms up. 3 breaths. Reach out, forward fold. Soft knees, round up. Once more, let's back bend or arms up, breathe. We're getting energy, gaining confidence and courage on a subconscious level. Find a neutral spine when you release out before forward folding. Place your hands about a foot in front of you. Lift onto your toes and let's put our hips on the heels, squat down. Option to balance. Forward fold. Round up to standing. Turn to face the long edge of your mat. Step the feet wide. Outside edges of the feet are parallel with the short edges of the mat. Hands to hips, forward fold. You can sway side to side, just kind of feel out what this is like today. Halfway lift, just enough to lengthen out the spine. We're bending into the left knee, keep both feet flat. We're getting to the right inner thigh and the outside edge of the right foot. Try not to shorten the breath. I know I just did. Release, walk through center, and bend into the right knee, stretching the left inner thighs. And back to center. Walk over to the left side, lizard lunge. Let's stay lifted up onto our fingertips. Both hands are inside the left foot, so you can heel toe the left foot to the side a little bit. Let's lower the chin and gently press the tailbone forward. Breathe. And back to center. Walk over to the left side. Lizard lunge. Oh my gosh, really. And lift your chin, toe heel the left foot in between the hands. Half split this time, stay standing on the back knee. So walk your hands back, sole of the foot is off of the mat. Actually, both are. Fingertips. Feel your left hamstrings. And lift your chin, toe heel the left foot in between the hands. And flatten out the front foot. And rock a little bit side to side, stretching the top of it. Back to a lunge. Tuck the right toes and lift the knee. Walk the hands through center. So both hands go to the inside of the left foot. And we're walking over to the right side for a lizard lunge. Stay lifted. Keep the right knee over the right ankle. And lower the chin. Press the tailbone forward slightly. And we're walking over to the right side for a lizard lunge. Stay lifted. Keep the right knee over the right ankle. And lower the chin. Press the tailbone forward slightly. Half split. Walk the foot so that it's in between the hands. Stay standing on the back leg. Fingertips lift the sole of the right foot off of your mat. Flatten out the front foot, stretching the front of the ankle, top of the foot. Stay standing on the back leg. Fingertips lift the sole of the right foot off of your mat. Lunge, tuck the left toes and lift the knee. Walk your hands back to center for separate leg stretching. Align the edges of the feet with the top edge, with the short edges of the mat, and forward fold. If that made any sense to anybody. Halfway lift for a twist. Right hand stays down. Open up the left arm. Keep the whole arm in view. Press down into the right with the right hand. Press down through the outsides of the feet, feeling the inner thighs engage. And switch. Left hand down. Right arm up. Right hand down. Stay with me. Walk over to the left leg. In. Toe heel the left foot across to the right. Set up any variation you prefer. Try to square your hips to the top of, well, I guess the back of your mat. It looks like the top from here. And fold over your left leg. Pigeon pose. So we got the new screens put in, and now the cat door has to be used. The cats had like made their own hole above it, and so I really want to see. And like my dad had a cat door installed, and then like the cats just kept using the old screen hole. But they're gonna have to learn. All right, couple more breaths. Option to sit up and find a quad stretch or a little bit extra. I feel it in the hip flexor when I sit up and in the back. Make your way to a lunge. Bring the left foot between the hands, tuck the right toes, and lift the knee. Lower the right knee. Take any variation of half split you'd like, or you can practice full split. Lots of lower body today, I guess. Lower the right knee. Take any variation of half split you'd like, or you can practice full split. Lots of lower body today. Back to a lunge. Back to separate leg stretching. So walk your hands to the middle of the mat and fold over your legs. Hands to hips so you can stand up. Interlace your hands behind your back or hold a towel or a strap. Roll the shoulders together. And on an exhale, fold forward and let your hands float away from the torso. And release your hands to the mat. Halfway lift so you can twist. Right hand down, left arm opens. And switch. Right hand back down. Walk over to the right leg. Set up your lunge. And pigeon. Toe heel the foot across. Make your way here however you'd like to. And on an exhale, relax over the legs or the front leg. Make your way here however you'd like to. And on an exhale, relax over the legs or the front leg. Use the exhales to smooth out tension you're aware of, and just assume there's some that you can't find and let yourself breathe that out. Stay here or find your quad stretch however you like to. Do your pigeon or kapotasana, I believe. Transition into a lunge. And into whatever hamstring stretch you're going to take. Half split, full split. If you're going for your full split, put like a pillow or a block underneath the right hip for a really long time. Like I could still use one now. And that'll let your body relax a little bit. And into whatever hamstring stretch you're going to take. Half split, full split. If you're going for your full split, put like a pillow or a block underneath the right hip for a really long time. Like I could still use one now. And that'll let your body relax a little bit. Back to a lunge. Back to separate leg stretching. You might shorten the stance a little bit this time because that won't get deeper into the hamstrings. Hands to hips to lift up. Interlace your hands behind you. Open up the chest. Reach your knuckles like for the floor as you bring the shoulders together. Inhale and exhale forward. Hands to the mat, halfway lift for a twist. Right hand down, left arm opens. And switch. Remember to press down through the feet so you feel the inner thighs engaging. Right hand back down. Hands to hips to lift up. Heels in, toes out. One hand on top of each leg. Squat down. And use your hands to help the knees press apart. Dip the right shoulder forward as you press the right knee away. Bring the left shoulder blade back. And switch. Come back to center. Bring the palms to touch. Squeeze the glutes, sit a little bit lower. Relax the shoulders. Scoop the tailbone forward. Straighten the legs. Straighten the arms. Overhead. You can smile. You can also scowl. I think scowling would be hilarious here. All right, step to the top of the mat. Toes and heels together. Chair pose. Sit back. Bend the knees. Reach the fingertips away from the tailbone. Wiggle the toes. Make sure you can see them so the weight is in the heels. And reach once more. And press to stand, palms to touch. Minimize extra movement. Inhale, arms overhead. 3 breaths. Reach the fingertips away from the tailbone. Wiggle the toes. Make sure you can see them so the weight is in the heels. And reach once more. Lift out, forward fold. Long exhale over your so stretched out legs. Halfway lift. And from here, place your hands on the mat and step back to a plank. 1 or 2 chaturanga push-ups. Knees up or down. Upward facing dog. Let's linger here. Open up the front of the body. Weight is in the front parts of the hands. Roll the shoulders back. And from here, place your hands on the mat and step back to a plank. Tuck the toes, down dog. 1 or 2 chaturanga push-ups. Balance on the left leg. Reach the right leg back up. Let the hip open. Squeeze the right glute. Let the chest open up so you're bringing the chest closer to the left thigh. Breathe. Squeeze. Strong lifted leg. Downward dog. Left leg back up. Let the hip open. Let the triceps open. Squeeze the left glute. Press the right heel down. Downward dog. Lower your knees to the mat. Untuck the toes. Puppy pose. Walk the hands to the top of the mat. Chin or forehead down. Sphinx pose. Stand up on your elbows from your stomach. I guess that makes sense. Press under the wrists. Make this strong. Under the wrist, under the elbows, under the hand, shoulders down, and arch the chest through. Release. Let's cactus the left arm, palm down, and roll onto the left hip. If this is too much, straighten the arm. Switch, roll onto the right hip. After you cactus the right arm, come back to center, floor bow. Hold on to each ankle, knees about hip width. Try not to let the knees splay. On an inhale, kick into the hands and let the chest open up. Your hips are especially open. Focus on the upper body. Kick open. Release. Tabletop. Child's pose on the elbows. Touch each shoulder. Extend your arms. Press up to tabletop. Lower down onto your forearms. Measure the distance. Before we tuck our toes and go into dolphin, press under the hands, press under the elbows. Notice how you press under the elbow and the hand kind of feels like it's done. No, you go back and forth and really engage. You're creating that strong foundation. Then you tuck your toes and lift the knees. Continue to re-engage the arms. Walk the feet in just a little bit and try to press your heels down. Press under the hands again. Press under the wrists again. The elbows. Open up the triceps. Balance on your left foot and lift the right leg. Keep the hips square. Foot flexed. 2 feet. Lift the left leg. Press the hands, press the elbows. 2 feet. Lift up onto the toes. Feel the weight shift forward. Press down again under the hands. And press the heels down. Once more, lift up. The weight shifts forward slightly. Feel stronger. And heels down. Knees to the mat. Tabletop. 1 cat-cow. Make it so intentional. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral spine. Forearms. Press, engage. Tuck the toes, dolphin pose. Keep repressing underneath the hands, the wrists. Walk your feet in just a little bit. And then press again with the hands. So much upper body strength. Let the triceps open. Balance on the left, lift the right. Keep the hips square, foot flexed. Press the hands and elbows again. 2 feet and switch. 2 feet. Inhale, lift onto the toes, weight shifts forward, press down under the arms, the forearms and the wrists. And lower, once more. Lift, shift forward. And press the heels back and down, open up the triceps. Knees to the mat. Tabletop, neutral spine. Just take a moment to feel the back in alignment. 1, cat-cow. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Neutral. Sit back, child's pose on the elbows. Release your hands, walk your arms in just enough to thread the right arm underneath the left. Just like we did a few minutes ago. Calm the breath. Switch to the ear if you aren't there already. Left hand on top. Press to twist your middle upper back and gently kind of keep the left hip down so that we are really twisting to stretch where we want. And switch sides. Use your left hand to help you lift up. Ooh, I feel my triceps. And thread the left arm underneath. And switch to the ear, right hand on top of the left, middle upper back twist. Press back to a tabletop. One more downward dog. Lengthen out the whole body. Move however you'd like or find stillness. Lower your knees to the mat. Swing your legs to one side. Bring them out in front of you, soles of the feet together. Hold on to the outsides of the feet and ankles. Come on. And roll the shoulders down and back, forward, fold over, butterfly legs. Swing your legs to one side. Bring them out in front of you, soles of the feet together. Hold on to the outsides of the feet and ankles. And roll the shoulders down. Sit up. Turn to face you. Keep your legs as they are. Lean on the left hand. You can let the right sit bone come up. We're going to take the left palm, place it on the near the knee, and press it away. Use kind of a, I don't like the word locked out, but you're pressing the elbow straight. You let the shoulder kind of come up toward the head. and you look the other way, we're actively pressing the leg open. This might feel subtle. If your leg is really high, just keep trying. And switch sides. You might like press it down a few times and then hold. And both, which I remember thinking this was so ridiculous because you're just like, you don't even have leverage. But that's okay. You'll get there. All right. Bring your feet in front of you about hip width. And let's just windshield wiper. Back and forth. And extend the right leg out, left foot in. Sit up tall, side body stretch, reach up and over. Try not to lean forward. And for extra, you'll press down and away with the right hand. And sit up, lean on the left hand, left knee, baby wild thing. Open up. Sit down, switch sides. Sit up tall. Right arm up and over. Quieting the mind, getting ready to take this piece with you. Baby wild thing. Lean on the right hand, right knee, open up. And sit down. Bring the left foot in. Gently stretch the head and the neck. Look right, left, up, down. And bring your palms to touch. Softly close the eyes for just a few rounds of breath. You have everything you need right now in this present moment. Let's close with a breath. You can blink your eyes open. Inhale, reach the arms wide and overhead. Long exhale. Hands lower down. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you for being here. And I'll see everyone on Tuesday, right? Right. That's the answer. All right. Bye. Bye. You're welcome, Pedro. See you soon. Bye,
Thank you.
Carol.
That was